Section I start here. It's hard to be poor with leads banging down your door. Hormozi family jingle. You have to sell stuff to make money. It seems simple enough, but everyone tries to skip to the make money part. It doesn't work. I tried. You need all the pieces. You need the stuff to sell and offer. You need people to sell it to, leads. Then you gotta get those people to buy it, sales. Once you put all those in place, then you can make money. My first book, $100 Million Offers, covers the first step and gives you the stuff. It answers the age-old question, what should I sell? Answer and offers so good people feel stupid saying no. But strangers can only buy your stuff if they know you exist. This takes leads. Leads mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But most agree that they're the first step to getting more customers. In simpler terms, it means they've got the problem to solve and the money to spend. If you're reading this book, you already know leads don't magically appear. You need to go get them. More precisely, you need to help them find you so they can buy your stuff. And the best part is, you don't have to wait, you can force them to find you. You do that through advertising. Advertising, the process of making known, lets strangers know about the stuff you sell. If more people know about the stuff you sell, then you sell more stuff. If you sell more stuff, then you make more money. Having lots of leads makes it hard to be poor. Advertising lets you have a terrible product and still make money. It lets you be terrible at sales and still make money. It lets you make a ton of mistakes and still make money. In short, having this skill gives you endless chances to get it right. And in the unforgiving world of business, second chances are hard to come by. So you might as well load up. Advertising is a skill worth having. And this book, $100 Million Leads, shows you exactly how to do it. $100 Million Leads sits atop the foundation of my first book, $100 Million Offers. It assumes you already have a grand slam offer to sell the stuff. Once you have an offer to sell, it creates the next problem, who do I sell it to? This book is my answer to that question. Leads. Lots of leads. And before you know how to get leads, life sucks. You don't know where your next customer will come from. You scramble to cover rent and pay bills. You worry about laying people off, putting food on your table and going under. You work your hardest to succeed, and others laugh at you for trying. It feels like death. I've been there. I get it. This book puts you in a better situation. One where you've got more leads than you can handle and more money than you can spend. Here's how. First, it explains how advertising works. Second, it reveals the 4 core ways to get leads. Third, it shows you how to get other people to do it for you. Finally, it wraps up with a 1-page advertising plan you can use to grow your business today. Once you know how to get leads, life gets easier. As for why you should blindly listen to me about getting more leads, don't. Make up your own darn mind. But, in the spirit of walking the talk, here's my track record. I advertise in a variety of industries through my holding company Acquisition.com. Our portfolio includes software, e-commerce, business services, consumer services, brick and mortar chains, digital products, and plenty of others. Together, they make $250 million plus in annual revenue. And they do it by getting 20,000 plus leads per day, selling offers from $1 to $1 million plus. On the personal side, I have a lifetime average return on advertising of 36:1. That means for every $1 I spend on advertising, I get $36 back. A return of 3,600%. Some people built their wealth in the stock market. Others in real estate. I built mine advertising. This year I surpassed $100 million in net worth at age 32. And if you're from the future, that's in 2022 US dollars. Which, much to my dismay, came with no flyers. No awards. No parades. I'm still 2,000x poorer than the richest man in the world. My life is pretty much the same. I'm still the same height, married to the same woman, and graying fast. Section 2, Get Understanding Advertising. Simplified. In this section, we cover 3 things to make sure advertising does exactly what we want it to do. First, we talk about what a lead actually is. If we want more of them, then we better be darn well sure we're talking about the same thing. Second, we learn how to separate leads that make you money from leads that waste your time. Third, I show you the best ways I know to get the leads that make you money to show interest in the stuff you sell. Let's dive in. Leads alone aren't enough. If you cannot explain something in simple terms, then you don't understand it. Dr. Richard Feynman, Nobel Prize winner in physics. I'll let you in on a little secret. This book started because somebody asked me what a lead was. You'd think it would be simple, but I couldn't give a straight answer. And after 6 months of trying to figure it out, I was more confused than before. It became clear I didn't know as much about leads as I thought. My search for a clear definition of a lead snowballed into the massive project that became $100 million leads. All this to say, we've got to agree on what the heck a lead is before we dive headfirst into getting them. So what's a lead anyways? Someone who clicks an ad? A phone number? A person that schedules a call? A list of names? A door you knock on? A walk-in? An email address? A subscriber? A person that sees your content? Etc. You see, words matter because they affect how we think. How we think affects what we do. And if words have us thinking the wrong way, then we will probably do the wrong stuff. I hate doing the wrong stuff. So to do the right stuff more and the wrong stuff less, it's best we know what words mean and use them. To cut the suspense, a lead is a person you can contact. That's all. If you bought a list of emails, those are leads. If you get contact information from a website or database, those are leads. The numbers in your phone are leads. People on the street are leads. If you can contact them, they are leads. But what I came to realize was leads alone aren't enough. We want engaged leads, people who show interest in the stuff you sell. If someone gives their contact information on a website, that is an engaged lead. If someone follows you on social media and you can contact them, that is an engaged lead. If people reply to your email campaign, they are engaged leads. The leads showing interest are the leads that matter. Engaged leads are the true output of advertising. Getting more engaged leads is the point of this book. But I couldn't call the book Engaged Leads because no one would get it. But now you do. So the next question is, how do we get leads to engage? Engage your leads, offers and lead magnets. I don't do drugs. I am drugs. Salvador Dali, April 2016. I paid $25,000 to be in this group, and everyone told me to do a webinar. In fact, my mentor at the time told me, do a webinar every week until you make $1 million. Until then, don't ask me about anything else. This is my only path to success. I've got to figure this out. A webinar, as I understood it, was a magical presentation with a zillion slides. If somebody watched, it would hypnotize them into buying my thing. There was so much I didn't know. Landing pages. Registration pages. Follow-up emails. Replay emails. Cart close emails. Presentation software. Website integration. Writing ads. Making ad creative. Figuring out where to put the ads. Who to show the ads to. Building a payment page. Processing payments. Never mind making the actual webinar. The list overwhelmed me. So, I started with what I understood most, the landing page. I built a few of those for my gyms. My mentor made millions with webinars, so I modeled his landing page. But I didn't need it to make millions. I just needed it to make something. Okay, now the thank you page. An entire Sunday later, the thank you page went live. Now for the big test. I put my email into the landing page, clicked sign me up, and waited. My brand new thank you page loaded. Success. I still wasn't a millionaire, sad face. But it was something. The following Sunday, I sat down for my regular work on the business, not in the business ritual. I had 10 hours to figure out the next piece of this webinar puzzle. After my first cup of coffee, I decided I didn't really want to work, but I still wanted to feel productive. So I went to my advertising group's forum to get some tips. Just got off my webinar, $32,000 in an hour. I ROI'd the entire tuition in my first week. Webinars rock. I'm never gonna make this work. He joined the same month as me. He was in the same industry as me. He figured out how to make money with his webinar before me. He was stealing all the clients before I even got a chance. Everyone is making money except me. Desperate, I called other people in the group. I will do anything for your business, build a sales team, write your sales scripts, fix your sales process, anything, just help me finish this webinar, please? One person agreed to help me. Thank God. 8 Sundays later, and the little circle next to my ad campaign turned green. It's alive. I was officially spending $150 per day on ads. All I had to do now was watch the money pour in. I was gonna be rich. 3 days, $450, 80 leads, and 0 sales later. I shut it all down. I suck. No one even watched my webinar. Meanwhile, that guy posted again about how much money he was making off this webinar stuff. Why do I suck so much? I spent most of my money to join this group, and I just set another $450 on fire. I didn't have the money to fail again. I needed the next thing to work. And if I couldn't even get anyone to watch, what was the point? The case study, I scrolled my newsfeed to see what other people were doing. An ad caught my eye. Free case study on how I spent $1 and made $123,000 in a weekend, or something like that. I punched in my email, and the page sent me to a video of walking through a successful advertising campaign. Nothing fancy. No slides. No presenting. Just a dude explaining how his stuff worked. This, I can do. I fired up my screen recorder. Okay, everyone. So here's the ad account of a gym we just launched. Here are the ads we ran. This is how much we spent. We sent them to this page with this offer. You can see how many leads we got here. They got this many people scheduled. This many showed. This is how many they sold. This is how much the gym owner made. This is everything we did. If you want help setting something like this up, we'll do the whole thing for free. And we only get paid off the sales you make. If that sounds fair, book a call. It took maybe 13 minutes. Simple. I swapped the webinar out for this video and changed the headline, Free Case Study, How We Added 213 Members and $112,000 in Revenue to a Small Gym in San Diego. They would book a call on the next page. I set up a fresh ad campaign and went to bed. The next morning. Alex, what did you do? Layla asked. What do you mean? Strangers have booked my calendar solid for like the next week. Really? Yeah. Did you start a new campaign or something? Yeah, but I didn't think it would go live so fast. Wait. People booked calls. Yeah. Tons. Seeing Layla's calendar stacked with appointments filled me with joy. It's working. I learned an important lesson. They didn't want my webinar. But they did want my case study. This accidental discovery showed me how getting leads actually works. You have to give people something they want. The best part is, it's easier than you think. Lead magnets get leads to engage. Offers are what you promise to give in exchange for something of value. Often, a business promises to give its product or service in exchange for money. This is a core offer. If you advertise your core offer, then you go straight for the sale, the direct path to money. Advertising your core offer might be all you need to get leads to engage. Try this way first. Sometimes, though, people want to know more about your offer before they buy. This is common for businesses that sell more expensive stuff. If that's you, then you'll often get more leads to engage by advertising with a lead magnet first. A lead magnet is a complete solution to a narrow problem. It's typically a lower cost or free offer to see who is interested in your stuff. And, once solved, it reveals another problem solved by your core offer. This is important because leads interested in lower cost or free offers now are more likely to buy a related higher cost offer later.